Good morning and also good evening to you all. So for today, I have recorded this lesson for your reference. Before we begin, as usual, let us pray together. Okay, let us take a quiet moment. May our minds be calm and may our hearts be opened. May our attention be ready to learn. Give us patience when lessons are difficult and give courage when we make mistake. May we learn with joy. May we treat others with kindness, and may we use our knowledge for good. Today, we also remember the people of Myanmar. May those affected by war and floods find safety, strength, and hope. May peace and healing reach every family and community. May this lesson bring us knowledge, growth, and hope. So may it be. Okay, thank you very much for your participation. Now I want to start the class with some guessing game. Look at this vocabulary and I want you to guess the answer. Please pause the video and then write your answer in the comment box. Okay, now let's try to move to the next one. For the next one, look at this picture. Do you know which country is it? Okay, you think it is China? Oh no, you think this is in Korea? What about Japan? Is it possible? Okay, yes. The answer is China. And which animal can you see in the picture? Yes, you can see a swan. And then, who do you think is the main character in the story? Okay, you think the king. What about the other? Yes. Okay, thank you very much for your answers. Now let's go to the next one. For that, I want you to look at this one and read the story. So please read the story quickly and check your answer, whether your guys' answers are correct or not. Do you read the story quickly or slowly? Okay, quickly. Now I give you 5 minutes to read the story. Please pause the video and read the story. Okay, now tell me the name of the character in the story. Who are they? Yes, you have to pronounce like this, Zhang Wei, Zhang Wei. And the next one is Hong. Yes, Hong. And then we also have another one. Who is it? Yes, Chongli. Yes, Chongli. So the three people in the story. And who is Zhang Wei? Yes, he is the king. What about Chongli? Chongli. Okay, yes, he is the best artist in the country. And how about Hong? Yes, Hong is assistant. Now let's read the story together. The Perfect Swan. There was once a Chinese empire named Zhang Wei. So what about empire? You know the empire? Yes, it's the same like king. He was a strong and powerful man, but he was also kind and took care of his people. However, there was one problem. He had a bad temper and became angry very quickly. You don't go to your dictionary. How do you understand bad temper? Is it a positive word or negative word? Yes, it's negative word. Okay, let's continue reading. Zhang Wei, oh, sorry. I will show you with this view. So Zhang Wei loved art and he owned thousands of painting, but he always wanted one more. Wow, he is very greedy. And one day he asked his assistant Hong, who is the most famous painter in China. Then his name is Chongli. Replying Hong, he is the best artist in the country. And you see, excellent, said Zhang Wei. And do you think he could paint a beautiful swan for me? And if you ask him, he will paint any animal you like, replying Hong. So here Hong is talking to the king about Chengli. And Zhang Wei invited the artist and Chengli to his palace. How do you understand palace? It's the king's house. So don't go to the dictionary, just try to guess the meaning. And Chengli said, Zhang Wei, will you paint a picture of Swan for me? Of course, replied Chengli, but it will take some time. So the king said, I understand, said Zhang Wei. You can stay at the palace until you have finished the painting. Okay, now they are talking about the painting. And after 1 year, Zhang Wei visited Chengli in his room at the palace. And Chengli said, Zhang Wei, is my painting ready yet? Okay, so the king is asking the painter, how long has he been in the palace? Yes, 1 year. And then the king is asking about his painting. And Chengli said, I am sorry, said Chengli. Swans are not easy to paint. I am going to need more time. Could you please come back in another year? So 1 year later, the emperor returned, but the painting still wasn't ready. Then Zheng Wei was furious. Wow, furious. The first year, the painting is not ready. And he comes in the second year, the painting is not ready. And he was furious. What do you think of the word furious? Is it good or bad? Bad. How will you say furious in simple and easy English? Of course, the king was angry. And then he said, I'll give you 1 more year, he shouted. If my painting isn't finished, you'll be sorry. Okay? And then another year later, Zheng Wei came back to collect the painting. Chengli put a large sheet of paper on the table. Then he took a brush and some ink and painted the most beautiful swan the empire had ever seen. Zheng Wei was astonished. That is perfect, he cried. It's magnificent. Okay, so here we have very strange words, new words. Let's think of astonish. When the empire see the swan, how did he feel? He was astonished. Look, astonished, is it a good word or a bad word? Good word. Yes, how will we say that in simple way? Surprised. Okay, so in the future, please do not just say surprised. You can say astonished. Okay, why Zheng Wei was astonished? Because the painting was very beautiful. Okay, so what about magnificent? It's magnificent. Yes, you can say that it is very beautiful. Yes. So don't say it is very beautiful. You can use magnificent. Repeat after me, magnificent. Magnificent. Astonish. Okay, yes. Then let's continue reading. But Janwei was still furious. I've waited for 3 years, he shouted, and you painted this one in 2 minutes. How dare you make a fool of me? He was so angry that he sent Changli to a lawn far away and told him never to return to China. Ah, although the painting is beautiful, the king was very angry. So he sent Changli far away from China. And a week later, Zheng Wei told his servant to empty Changli's room in the palace. That's mean like clean Changli rooms. Then Zheng Wei was astonished when his servant found thousands of paintings of swans. Wow. So in the room, they see thousands of paintings. And the empire suddenly realized his mistake. And Changli wasn't slow or lazy. He had practiced every day for 3 years until he learned how to paint the perfect swan. And Chen Wei had made a terrible mistake. So terrible, good or bad? Bad. A very bad mistake because of his bad temper. And he sent a message to Chengli to say sorry and invited him to come back to China. And Chengli forgave Zheng Wei and returned to live in the palace as the empire's royal painter. So, okay, forgive. Forgive. Good or bad? Yes, it is a good meaning. So, Zheng Wei make the mistake, but Chengli forgive. That's a very good one that you should practice in your daily life. Now, okay, after reading the story, so I want you to think about this one. So we will talk about point of view in the story. So in English, there are three main point of views. The first one is using I or we in the story. Example like I, me, my, myself, like that, or we, us, our, ourself. So those things are included. If we see those things are included, we call first person point of view. Okay, if we see I or we call that one first person point of view. When you see you in the story, we say that second person point of view. Yes. So second person point of view. And what about he, she, they, and then it, and then the people name? If you see them, like how do we call them? Yes, we call that one it's third person point of view. Okay, how do we call it? Third person point of view. Okay, how many point of view are there in English? Yes, there are 3 point of view. And what are they? They are first person point of view, second person point of view, and third person point of view. So please look at this story. Is it first person point of view or second person point of view or third person point of view? Yes, third person point of view. How do you know that it is a third person point of view? Yes, you can see the king's name. And you can also see he. Oh, I heard that someone said I. Yes, I. Yes. In the third person point of view, we sometimes see I or you in the story, but only in the direct speech. You can see them only in the open inverted comma and then close inverted comma. Only in the speech. Got it? So don't be confused with that. When you see third person point of view, you will see I or you in the open inverted and close inverted. Whenever you see I and you, can you just say, oh, I see I, it is first person point of view? No, definitely not. Okay, so you know that this story is written in the third person point of view. Okay, now I want to know how many years did Chong Li use to draw the picture, to draw the swan? Okay, so can you type your answer in the comment box? How many years did Chong Li use to draw the picture? What picture did Chang Wei want? Okay, please write your answer in the comment box. Okay, very good. Thank you very much for your answer. Now I want you to look at this one. So this is reading comprehension question. Please read the instruction and then I want you to answer this. Then you have to send this one in our homework topic. Okay, this is the first homework that you have to do. Now let's go to our workbook. So there are also some easy works that you have to do that you can do. So please look at Unit 8. In Unit 8, the vocabulary section, the one we discussed. So please do this one as homework, also number 2, and then lesson 2. Okay, so for lesson 2, only 1, 2, and 3. So please try to do this one as homework. So that's all for today. Have a good day. Bye-bye.